Time to choose your fate. You stuck with the decision? Left path, right path, stick or twist. These are the most definitive type of tarot readings you can get because it's going to go path A, path B. Do you get a personalised one of these? Don't be making choices and decisions off collective ones because there is an algorithm at play. Okay, right, so path A. Get path A clearly in your mind for me, please. I should say that depending on the type of query that you have in your mind, there might be a third option, or if it is literally go down this way, go down that way, sometimes it might be a case of doing nothing, but we'll see. So path A, first off. Right, okay, so we start off with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. This is about going in a new direction. We often call it going on to calmer waters. Now, in the upright position, there is some sorrow attached to it, hence why we've got the figure there, cloaked with the head down. Reverse position, it's when it's sod this, sod that, sod them, I'm off, I'm out of here, I'm done. I'm going in this direction. Five of Wands in the reverse, Wands fire action. Upright position, we call this the fight or fallout card. It can sometimes indicate frustration. Now, it's in the reverse position. So it's either giving up on a fight. I don't really want to go there. I want to go giving up on, well, releasing some frustration around a situation. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. Now, I've got the two homeless figures here trudging through the snow. So it talks about being left out in the cold. The Pentacles are in the stained glass window of the church there, so they can go in and be given some salvation for the night. Apparently. Unless you need baby formula. Upright position, they're not noticing it because they're too focused on their plight. Reverse position, starting to lift the head up and go, maybe there's another way, maybe there's another option. Okay, let's continue. Right, we then got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so right, so there's three ways we can go with this card. I'm scrapping out way one, to be honest with you, or am I? Right, now let's go through all of them just in case. So way one, we've got the sea in the background with the boat bopping up and down, and he's obviously juggling the pentacles. So it talks about things being a bit chaotic. Upright position, getting through. Reverse position, some of those juggling balls are going to start falling on the ground. I don't really want to go there, but I want to cover all bases for now. Way two is about having choices and options, making a choice. Okay. Way three is infinity loop, karmic cycle. Reverse position, starting to break a karmic cycle. We then got the Seven of Wands, Wands fire action. This is about standing your ground. You're the chap on top of the hill here fighting off the six other wands or staves. Now, it can on occasion talk about a surprise attack. So, chappy here likes to sleep in the buff. The village idiots off screen have come out to get him for whatever reason. So he's chucked some white can. He's got a boot on, a shoe on, and he's missing his belt. But he's standing his ground. He's coming out on top. Overall outcome card. Six of Cups, Cups, Water, Emotions. This is about emotional balance. We've got one character giving the other cup of flowers. Okay, so I feel like that's an internal thing. I'm just going to get the advice cards out and I'm going to tell you where I'm going here. Right, obstacles or blockages, justice in the reverse. Feeling like you won't get the justice you deserve if you take this action. Removing any blockages. Page of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Page is more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the foremost of the knights. More about giving something a go. Now, the Page of Swords in the upright position is about blue sky thinking, thinking outside the box, being more creative and playful. Reverse position, sticking to the tried, tested, and true. The other way we can go is if it's somebody else, Peter Pan type character. Child in adult's clothing. Makes a lot of promises, talks a good game, doesn't show up. Right, so what this feels like is that on path A or choice A, it's going to be about changing the mindset and releasing any emotion attached to it. That's then going to allow the frustration to drop. You might feel a little bit left out in the cold, but going, right, there's got to be another way of doing this. All right. I feel like that's about making a choice, and the choice is about standing your ground with yourself. Okay. That will lead to emotional balance. Okay. Right. With the Page of Swords, again, I'm going to say that's yourself. And although you're being asked to, with that Five of Pentacles, what it feels like is it's not that you're being asked to see the churches, to look for the church window in regard to finding another way. I feel it's more in regard to some kind of noticing it's there, because I feel like that's an internal thing. Okay, so don't be like fly to right. Well, I could try this, I could try that, blah blah blah. No, this path feels more like not physically doing something, but changing a mindset. Okay, doing some internal work and standing your ground with yourself. Because sometimes when you've got a decision to make, and the best decision is do nothing, it's hard. It's really, really hard. So let's go on to path B, or choice B, and we'll see what that's saying. But I'm going to hazard a guess that path A is the right path to choose. We shall see. Right, so Ace of Wands, Wands fire action. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this is normally about going long term. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going? What do I want? Okay, that would normally be a good thing, but by doing that, that's going to lead to the Six of Wands in the reverse. So, story of this card is some great war going off. This village have been out to local battle. They've won. They've returned back to village. They're celebrating. They know the greater war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, boost morale of the troops. Reverse position, feeling like you've got nothing to celebrate. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Right, so this card talks about either in the upright position, going, right, long term, what am I investing in here? Where am I putting my time, my effort, my energy? You should just about notice as well, down here we've got this nice garden. That's an archway. Beyond the archway is a mountain. So it can talk about going on to bigger things. Reverse position, not being able to do that. Let's continue. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Queen's feminine energy. King's masculine energy. In tarot, we talk about energy, not gender. So it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. Queen of Swords in the reverse. If it's yourself, it's about putting yourself down, overthinking, thinking not good enough, etc., etc. If it's somebody else, the Queen of Swords is spiteful. She's nasty. She's going to say nasty things. She's not going to do it like the King of Swords does, where it's all overt and out in the open. It's going to be more whispers and lies in the background. Nine of Cups, Cups, Water Emotions, Nine's reflection cards. You're the chap on the stool there, proudly presenting the 9 Cups. It can talk about achieving something, but obviously we've got nothing leading up to that. So it tends to be for me more about when you've been let down or things have gone wrong and looking back and going, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I put my emotion into this. Other people can't see that from sideways. They can watch me rise. Overall outcome card. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Right, so upright position, 8 Wands all stays flying through the air. It generally talks about new opportunities, pick up in pace, etc., etc. Reverse position, stagnation, feeling like life's passing you by. Obstacles or blockages. 6 of Cups in the reverse. It's going to mean you're going to be emotionally out of balance, removing any blockages. 6 of Swords. So it's basically just confirming, because that's the first card we start off with. Path A is the right path. And like I say, I feel like in this reading here, Path A is about more standing your ground in regard to not doing something. It's about, it's hard sitting on the sidelines and watching things play out. I do feel like with the church there, I'm getting a little bit spiritual here, because when we talk about things like Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness, etc., etc., Yeshua, really the real Jesus, said that you don't need a church, you don't need a structure, it's within you. And it feels like going within to make that choice, you're gonna have to stand your ground with yourself and say, no, I can't, I can't get involved, I can't do it. But that's going to bring in the emotional balance you deserve. Path A is going to kind of lead to stagnation. Okay, so for me, that's Path A. But like I say, do get a personalised reading. The same day guaranteed recorded. They're still in the winter sale at 18 quid. Don't make a big choice based on a collective reading. Ta-ta.